South of the Devil's Nest, and west of the Crimson Forest, there's a seaside village on the coast of the mellifluous sea. It's called Cobbler's Gulch. Population? Well, nobody's ever counted. But if you looked around, you'd certainly see pirates and sea serpent wranglers.
Belay those tentacles, you weevil-eating blackguards!
You'd also see blacksmiths, woodworkers, bakers.
Dampfnudeln.
You'd see a variety of cutthroats and monster slayers. In fact, one with a wooden leg named Wolf Montfort.
Wooden Wolf Montfort.
Who may or may not be coming out of retirement. From time to time, you would see enchanted circus performers. A two-headed sword swallower. A juggler who specializes in live chickens.
And occasionally dead chickens, but that's only when the show takes a bad turn.
A pipe smoker who blows smoke not into rings, but into pastoral landscapes that fade into nothingness.
Nothing lasts forever.
And depending on the season, let's say it's goblin season, you might see goblin footprints. You'd probably hear their nasty little argle-bargle voices. And as it drifts in from the goblin gully of exclusivity and privilege, you definitely get a whiff of that putrid goblin stench.
Yuck.
And you would absolutely see goats. Lots of goats. More than usual. But you wouldn't see a fairy, even though you should. A fairy's usually around, and you know that, because they make the lilt blossoms bloom.
Pluck the blossom from its bed and blow the...
Nobody's sure where the goats are coming from, or where the fairy went. But there are a handful of orphans from the Cobbler's Gulch orphanage, and they're looking into it. More specifically, there's Hazel.
Hazel Peachwood.
The only girl, still heartbroken from the day her parents vanished. There's a shapeshifter named Zip.
I've been most everything, or just about everything.
Everything from a porcupine to a walrus. There are twin jumbo dwarves named Lump,
Flying flopdoodles,
and Squish.
Holy higgledy-piggledy.
Both terrified the world's going to cave in on them. There's Oz, a Widdershire wayfarer who can't seem to find his way.
I'm good at finding the way when I'm not mixed down. Wait, down? Down? No, I meant up when I'm not mixed up. Ugh.
There are two juvenile pirates called Copper and Gruff, each of them a little too superstitious for their own good.
Our luck points true north. True enough.
And there's Elwood, an uncommonly handsome hunchback who moonlights as a fortune teller.
Actually, my fortunes are more like misfortunes.
By the time these orphans are done, we might have to adjust the Cobbler's Gulch population to include, well, probably shouldn't say just yet. Cobbler's Gulch, an episodic adventurous brew of childlike wonder, goblin curmudgeonry, monsters that need slaying, and boundless friendship, forged in those moments when you realize you're a better you because of the person beside you. Subscribe now. And tell your friends, this is the kind of journey where you're going to want a friend. Trust me.